In the town of Sarji, there lived a wealthy man named Futu. He was the richest person in the town and was determined to maintain his status. Futu had 7 children, 6 with his wife, and the 7th, named Suka, with one of his concubines. Sadly, Suka was mistreated by his siblings and stepmother, who made him do all the household chores and often deprived him of food. Futu's dislike for Suka stemmed from the fact that Suka's mother had concealed her pregnancy from him, fearing his disapproval. This strained relationship led Futu to neglect his youngest son. To safeguard his wealth and prevent anyone from surpassing him, Futu sought the help of a juju man who provided him with a magical seedling.
Planted outside your dwelling,
He croaked, his voice a chilling whisper that sent shivers down Futu's spine.
but beware the midnight hour, for if you dare to leave your room after midnight, all your wealth shall be lost.
Futu obeyed, for fear gnawed at his soul like a ravenous beast. Futu faithfully followed this advice and saw his wealth grow each year, thanks to his annual visits to the juju man. One day, during a town ceremony where Futu had indulged in excess drinking, Futu returned home past the witching hour, his senses dulled by excess and arrogance. And there, before his very eyes, the seedling had twisted and contorted into a grotesque monstrosity, its roots tearing at the earth like the claws of a demon. A scream tore from Futu's lips, a primal cry of terror that echoed through the night, and the tree recoiled, its branches thrashing wildly as if possessed by some malevolent spirit. However, Futu fell ill shortly after, and his condition worsened over time. And as Futu's condition worsened, a darkness descended upon Sarji, a terror that lurked in the shadows, claiming the lives of the townsfolk one by one. Each night, the streets ran red with blood, the air thick with the stench of death. Meanwhile, Suka, mistreated by his family, returned to his mother's home. As the town's situation worsened, fear gripped its residents. Desperate for salvation, the chief and elders sought the counsel of a powerful spiritualist, Gagar, her eyes ablaze with the fires of the beyond. "The tree," she whispered, her voice a chilling wind that sent shivers down their spines. "It is the cause of this madness. Only a pure-hearted soul can put an end to its reign of terror." Armed with this knowledge, the elders sought a champion amongst the youth, a hero brave enough to face the darkness that threatened to consume them all. But one by one, the boys faltered, their hearts tainted by fear and doubt, their courage snuffed out like candles in the wind, until only Suka remained, a solitary figure amidst the encroaching night. Dragged from his exile, Suka stood before the tree, its twisted branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, hungry for blood. With trembling hands and a heart heavy with sorrow, Suka raised a blade, its edge glinting in the moonlight. And with a single, decisive blow, he struck the tree, a deafening roar echoing through the night as it collapsed into a writhing mass of thorns and roots. But as the beast fell, so too did Futu, his life slipping away like sand through an hourglass. And amidst the chaos, the townsfolk gathered to burn the remains of the fallen tree, their hearts heavy with gratitude and awe. Suka, once shunned and scorned, was hailed as a hero, his bravery a beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. And as the flames consumed the last vestiges of the tree, Futu's remains were reduced to ashes, a final offering to the darkness that had claimed him. But in the end, it was not wealth or power that saved Sarji from destruction. It was the purity of a young boy's heart, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found.